welcome back to Leagues 2 Trailblazer. Starting it off with 85 firemaking. And that is the last skill requirement for the achievement diaries. Except for smithing, which is very much the more difficult between firemaking and smithing. That's a problem for later. If we look at our ores, we have some. Probably not enough to get to 90 smithing, so I'm not even going to bother trying quite yet. Next up on list of things I want to do, head back to my Hellhounds task. But actually Cerberus. But before we do that, I need to make a few upgrades. That'll make this much easier. And it starts with spending half of my money on 3,500 teak planks. We're going to use these for construction. Shocking. We also have a decent amount of oak and mahogany that are going to be necessary when we are building all the things that these teak planks will allow us to make. So let's train construction. There is 90 construction. It should surprise no one that construction times 16 plus a little bit more is absurdly quick. Also, we got our butler, making it even quicker. I don't need to leave the house for anything. Very fast. Just actually absurdly fast skill. But we need to get a few more levels. There is level 93 construction. And that is the goal level for now. I've got a lot of things to add to this house. So I'm going to put everything in and then give you the tour. There is a hard task for building an achievement gallery. That's pretty good. Spent 200,000 coins on it. That's going to be pretty useful. But a bonus whole bunch of league points is welcome. I think that should be everything for our new house. Starting off, we've got the garden with the portal. Shocker. We've got the Pool of Rejuvenation, which does special attack, prayer, and run energy. One of those doesn't matter. But this is the, as with a lot of things, this is the highest we can go. Because we can't get gold leaves, marble blocks, or magic stones. Because we don't have Fremenic. We went all the way to the top with the Spiritual Fairy Tree, which is a ridiculous name for it, but it is a spirit tree and a fairy ring. There's our glory that was here before. We've got the basic jewelry box, which can teleport us to Castle Wars, Burthorpe, Barbarian Outpost, and Tears of Gothics. Can't go to Corp, can't go to the Duel Arena, can't go to the Ferrix Enclave, can't go to Wintertide. Interesting that this one itself is crossed out, when other ones of these could also be crossed out. That's fine. We've got our best we can do costume room. It's all mahogany. No gold to be seen. Here's our parlor, kitchen, dining room. The dining room only has a bell pull, which makes it possible to call the butler. We added an armor repair stand in here for repairing our Barrows gear at some point. So we got our clockmaker's bench. We got the 2 bedrooms, which are only a bed, and you have to leave the house to go back inside. But it's okay. Eventually, we'll be able to get rid of the bedrooms the dining room, the kitchen, once we're done with construction. I believe it's a slightly faster load time if you have a 3x3 house. But we're not quite done with construction yet. We're on level 93. And I don't think we have enough money to get 99 right now. But a very, very nice boost to my total level. Now we have infinite special attacks, which is going to be very handy. Is it time for Cerberus? Maybe. Maybe not. You'll find out immediately. Okay, let's see how this goes. Attack options? Dragon Dagger at supersonic speed. Who needs the special... Oh, 52, my goodness. Who needs the special attack relic when you have a spec pool at your house? That's what I always say. Ah, magic attack. Aru... Uh-oh. Teleport. And since we're here, we will grab some more special attack. Wait a little bit. Teleport back. Try not to die. That's a pro tip. Try not to die in the lava. And we killed it. And there it is. 250 points for defeating Cerberus. And then we can teleport back to our house. Refill our special attack. Teleport right back. And we've been crashed. You're gone for 5 seconds. And ta-da! Extra person. Great. Okay. Now we're not being crashed constantly. We managed to get the defeat Cerberus before summon souls thing, which is good. We're using very little food, which is unsurprising. We're just coming here, dumping in Dragon Dagger specs, and then whipping like crazy. We don't need a better weapon. Regular whip, doing just fine. As long as we don't stand in lava, we should be A-okay. That kill got us a smoldering stone. I don't think that's very useful for us. But oh well. Hopefully we can get something really cool. Like, oh, I don't know. The one that does the primordials? Yeah, that's it. Starting off with a Dragon Dagger poke. Good job. We're just going to do this task. It's very easy. Working well. As long as we don't get crashed. And it's really awkward because the thing tells you there's no one in the cave. But then there totally is. They're just gone for a few seconds. It'd be really helpful if it said something like, there hasn't been anyone in here for the last 15 seconds. That would actually be useful information. But no. That's not what we get. And there is our first partial Cerberus task completed. We got some Slayer points. We got a lot of battle staff. I think this is new. Yeah, look at that. Hard task. Equip a combination battle staff or combination mystic staff. That's pretty neat. Teleport into my house to have infinite special attacks, infinite prayer. Not infinite HP, but eh. Between roughly 1 Caraban to pick up each loot and my draining strikes. We were pretty much good for food, too. Dump all this cool loot in here. We ended up getting a significant amount of rune items and only a smoldering stone, but it's something. It's not much of something, but it's something. The only difficult part about this boss is other people. It would have been so nice to have all bosses instanced, like God War's Dungeon. And oh my goodness, is it good that they managed to at least get God War's Dungeon. If that was not instanced, this whole thing would have been a disaster. We haven't been there yet, but we'll be very glad when we do. Next up, tiers. One thing that we don't want is for our tiers of Gothic's experience to go into fletching. That would be a colossal waste. So with that, fletching is 81. That leaves us with just the 2 skills at level 80 exactly. We've got Prayer with 2,188,000 XP, and Smithing with 2,117,000 XP. If we look very closely, we can see that Smithing is in fact lower. And that is where our tiers are going. 140 tiers. That's not too shabby. That's not too shabby at all. For 148,000 smithing XP. Very good. Very good. And with that, Prayer is our only skill as level 80. Not that that's a huge concern. We did get a few dragon bones from Cerberus, so whenever we want to, we could easily get that above 80. That's not a huge concern right now. Oh, how's our... We are very low on bank space. I'm going to continue to ignore this until we literally run out of space. That is the current plan. It is a beautiful day on Fossil Island. We got a teak tree. 116,000 XP. Not too shabby. Not a mahogany tree. Not the one we need. But until we get to 25 mil, I'll take the farming XP. Turns out, XP rates with the Dorgashan crossbow are in fact lower than steel knives. But it got us to 96 ranged, so it's fine. It's the current Ultra AFK activity, so I really can't complain too much. I went and mined a whole bunch of gems and then cut them. Now I'm coming over here, selling them to this guy, because I need trading sticks for a trading sticks related purchase that I'm about to make. We're going to be hopping worlds to get the most out of all these gems. Should not take very long. Those are some very good prices. Because this time, we remembered to bring the Cramja gloves. Bonus sticks achieved. I may have vastly overestimated the number of gems we would need, but that's fine. Now, if we ever need more trading sticks, which I don't think we will, we have them available. What I want to do is head over to Banisach and give them the 5,000 trading sticks in order to go down this hole. And they even attached the rope for me. How pleasant of them. Now, down this hole, there are dragons. See? Dragons. It's a quicker way to the dragons. And that's what I wanted. Because we have a Dragon's Slayer task. And it's a little bit more convenient than going through the entire rest of the dungeon there. There is our Iron Dragons task completed. It was our 30th task, so we get a very nice 75 Slayer points. Also, I'm really loving the noted bars from the Kramja Elite. Made this way more convenient. Didn't have to bank every third dragon. All just right here in a nice, super convenient pile. How that makes any sense is questionable. But I'm not going to complain about some glove magic. I'm here for it. Gargoyles. Fantastic. What's even more fantastic is, since we just completed that 30th task, we have enough points to buy Gargoyle Smasher. Thank goodness. We don't need to do a Gargoyles task manually smashing. That's a big win. Everything is working out today. Let's see if we can get some cool stuff from Gargoyles. Just the general drops themselves are pretty cool. See if we get anything super fancy. Well, that's a bit fancy. The Mystic Robe Top Dark. Not too useful, but it looks nice. I'll take whatever rare, unique drops I can get. We got a whole bunch of adamant boots, which we've been alking, because we have dragon boots. Adamant boots are a little bit out of date at this point. And our Ring of Wealth keeps on just chucking 10,000 coins into our inventory over and over again. If you're looking for cash, this is a pretty decent place to be. A pretty solid task. We didn't get the Brittle Key, so we can't do the boss yet. I'll have to try to get that again. And by try, I mean completely RNG. Next time we get a Gargoyles task. As for drops, money, bars, ores, just general, overall useful things to have. Teleport straight back to Duradel. Moss Giants, oh boy. I'm actually fine with that. Faster tasks is faster Slayer points, which allow us to get the Slayer helmet more quickly. It's not particularly useful, but I want it anyways. Super quick task. Even got ourselves a Mossy Key. We'll use that eventually. I think the only thing you really would get from that is the staff thing. And that's still fairly rare, even though it is 3 times more common. So, we'll just stack these up until we're done with Slayer, I suppose. Blue Dragons. Fantastic. That's just prayer XP right there. That is just prayer XP right there. But we are going to bank our Bone Crusher, because that's not what we want to do. That would be a mistake. Although it wasn't a mistake for this task, because we got 81 prayer. But Dragon Bones have a larger purpose. there is the blue dragon task completed. Grabbed all the bones and hides and whatever else they dropped. Just, it's so easy to bank things that it's not even a problem. And then quickly pop back to Duradel. Super convenient. Next, Mithril Dragons. Alright. That should be fine. See if we can get some chewed bones. Or just get the Dragon Full Helm. In 25 kills. Why not? Why not? Sounds like a thing that could happen. Mithril Dragons task completed. A bit slower than other dragons. They are pretty strong, and we have just a regular whip still that we're using. But we did get a pair of chewed bones. Or just one chewed bones. One bones. Something. So we're going to go see if we can get something nice from that. It's unlikely, but it could happen. Okay. Now with an axe, we should be able to do this. Apparently, a battle axe isn't good enough. And we brought magic logs because that is a task. Well, an achievement diary task at least. We got Raynor potions. As far as rewards from lighting the pyre ships, that is towards the top, honestly. 2 prayer pots? Better than most things you get here. Not a full helm. Oh well. Another blue dragons task completed. Not gonna complain. I'm gonna need all these dragon bones. So, might as well get them on Slayer tasks. We're gonna get dragons again. There is a possibility. 24 hill giants. Fantastic. Fantastic task. Nice and quick. Well, that was silly. At least we got some prayer XP. Trolls. Fantastic. Great. Easy. Not very interesting. Let's throw away some stuff. Sacrifice Death's Coffer. First up, our broken Derox plate legs. I could repair them, but I have another pair already, so why would I bother? 1 million coins. We have all these extra Aram's robe skirts, which we do not need. We do not need 3 skirts. We are incapable of wearing so many skirts. And the smoldering stone is completely useless. We can't get any of the things that would go on. So we don't need it. There is 5.5, nearly 5.6 million GP. That should tide us over for at least a while. Depends what we end up doing and how poorly we do it. So that should be good. Wrapping things up for this episode. Here is 95 runecraft. We can make 6 water runes. Double laws. Yay. Not exactly important. We're getting more than enough runes from just doing this. And there are all sorts of different runes, which is just piling all the different runes up. Look at these. Look at these numbers. I think that's mostly from Barrows, though. So, anyways, we got thousands upon thousands of all sorts of runes. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And we still have another 12,000 essence left to make over there. So that should be fine. So that gets our total level up to 2169. So we're making good progress. Continuing on our road towards maxing here. Take a look at some of our supplies. We have a lot of dragon bones. I think I might just go use all those up, because more prayer points is always good. Not that we really use prayer potions very much right now, but we will eventually get to something where we might actually need to bring supplies. And at that point, having higher prayer points might be beneficial. But yeah, that's a decent amount of dragon bones there. Got some logs, some ores, decent amount of bars from all the dragons and gargoyles mostly. Just a handful of raw food, that doesn't really matter. Pretty sure we're done with cooking. Still have 9,000 Karambwans. If we ever get to the point where we're running low on food, that's not a problem. It's very fast, but for the time being, that's not our main objective. Our stats are kind of funky. We got mostly everything is 90 plus. Like, looks like only prayer, fletching here, fire making, and smithing are sub 90s, and 3 of those are level 81. We can definitely tell which skills we are ignoring the most here. Yeah. If we wanted to, we could bust out quite a few 99s next episode. But I have no idea what we're going to do next episode. Could be that. Could be other things. Who knows? There's still plenty to do. Next time in Trailblazer. Goodbye.